surrounded by love, we take ourselves out of the busy routines of daily living to witness a unique moment in the lives of Kyle Brinton and Stephanie Erickson. Today, they join their lives in the happy union of marriage. You are called now to witness and support this joining. But first, a little gratitude. You have been invited here because you are precious to Stephanie and Kyle. The qualities that you admire in these two, you will also find within yourselves. They have modeled their own relationship after many of your own. You may not even be aware of the ways that you have inspired and encouraged them. So on their behalf, I thank you simply for being yourselves and loving one another in the ways that you do. Thank you for traveling from near and far to support them today. May you keep this couple in your love and prayers so that they may grow in love, wisdom, and understanding as they journey together through life. At this time, should anyone find within themselves conflict with the union of these two people, may your fears be silent. From this moment forward, may you speak only words of encouragement and support, blessing the longevity of this relationship. Stephanie, Kyle, we bring our complete presence here on this special day and offer you both our respect, love, and support as you begin your journey together into marriage. Your relationship to each other is truly a gift which you generously share with each of us. By standing here before us, you help us to remember what is profoundly important in our lives. Stephanie has requested that I read an excerpt from a piece by Donald Hall titled The Third Thing, which is a poem he wrote following the passing of his wife. In reflecting on their marriage, he confesses, "We did not spend our days gazing into each other's eyes. Sure, we did that gazing when we made love or when one of us was in trouble, but most of the time our gazes met and entwined as we looked at a third thing. Third things are essential to marriages. They are objects or practices or habits or arts or institutions or games or human beings that provide a site of joint rapture or contentment. While each member of a couple is separate, third things bring the two together in double attention. Kyle and Stephanie, you already have many third things in your relationship. A shared love for traveling, card games, Clemson football, and 90 Day Fiance. As your marriage continues, some of these third things will fade, while new ones will appear, especially as you transition from a long-distance relationship to living together. These may be things like cooking dinner together, a newfound love of bowling or ping pong, or perhaps a cat. Or a dog, or many of each. Children are often a significant third thing in marriages and definitely demand your double attention. While it is important to have your own personal hobbies, interests, and activities, I encourage you to continue to seek out third things throughout your marriage, whatever they may be, as they will help bond you and bring you to joy, and will bring joy to you both as you travel jointly through life. Patience attracts happiness. It brings near that which is far. Kyle and Stephanie tell me that they met through mutual friends and that from the beginning they seemed to have shared an intuitive and natural way with one another. Perhaps that gentle and patient confidence is what kept them during the time that they have endured and experienced a long-distance relationship. Humor, spontaneity, determination, patience, lots of love, and perhaps even a bit of grace has bolstered them as well. Life has not always been easy, but their relationship to and with one another has. Deep, abiding affection, the magical, compelling, shared impulse that made these two seek each other's company, despite time and distance, is among the greatest gifts of the human experience. Any of us who has been fortunate enough to find and express the kind of loving devotion that we are here celebrating today knows that it is an awesome and beautiful thing. When I asked Stephanie and Kyle what they would like to say today in this public forum, they wanted everyone to know just how much they love each other, support each other, and are dedicated to making the other happy as they grow older. Marriage is a commitment to life, the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. It is a physical and emotional joining. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other, and it takes a lifetime to fulfill. Kyle, Stephanie, I would like to share 3 suggestions with the both of you. My first suggestion is this: be constantly grateful for this precious person who has chosen to make a life with you. My second suggestion is this: be generous with compliments. Be attentive and helpful. The world can be a tough place, and any of us can be subject to rough handling. Each of you can, by your tenderness towards each other, kind words, and thoughtful actions, make your marriage and your home an uplifting refuge. And last, but perhaps most importantly, continue to make truth the unfailing bedrock of your lives together. A happy, loving marriage is built on trust and respect. That trust and respect can only be sustained if you are both deeply committed to always being open and truthful in every exchange, no matter how small. And my hope for you is this: that you have many more years to delight in each other's company, to feel gratitude for your great fortune in having found each other, to make a home together that is at once sheltering and welcoming, to each continue to do meaningful, productive work at home and in the world, and to love and be loved by the friends and family who have come here today to support you. The poet Rumi said, "In the silence of love, you will find the spark of life." Kyle and Stephanie have chosen to speak their personal vows in the sacredness of privacy. This does not mean that the promises made carry any less meaning. In fact, I believe the opposite to be true. That in privacy, that personal vows shared are vows sealed. And so, in the honor of the personal choice of privacy, I would ask that you join me in a moment of silence. During this time, I invite you to imagine the tiny spark of love that grows into the great and growing flame of a lifelong commitment. Let us close our eyes and imagine that spark now. Thank you. Do you, Kyle, take this woman, Stephanie, to be your wife, joining with her today in hand and in heart, offering your friendship and loving care, seeking her happiness as your own, honoring her trust as the precious gift that it is, cherishing and respecting her, loving and embracing her in times of adversity and times of joy for as long as you both shall live? If so, please answer now, "I do."
I do now and forever.
And do you, Stephanie, take this man Kyle to be your husband, joining with him today in hand and in heart, offering your friendship and loving care, seeking his happiness as your own, honoring his trust as the precious gift that it is, cherishing and respecting him, loving and embracing him in times of adversity and times of joy for as long as you both shall live? If so, please answer now, "I do." Wonderful. To love is to enter into a whole new world of togetherness, a world of sharing all that is dearest and deepest within in our hearts. To love is to remember and keep alive forever all those unique qualities that drew you to one another in the beginning, and that wonderful feeling of oneness when your eyes first met. To love is to constantly search for new ways to bring each other happiness, to make the most of every moment you share together, and to marvel at how your feelings for one another keep rising to new dimensions. To love is to create an oasis of your feelings for one another and a quiet place apart from others, where you need not pretend, where you can be yourselves and know within your hearts you will be accepted by one another. To love is to greet each day with anticipation, always eager for another opportunity to share new adventures and gather up new memories together. To love is to follow the rainbow through the rain, to be able to laugh at yourselves and be willing to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry. To forgive, and more importantly, to forget, and to always believe and trust in one another. To love is to watch with wonder all the miracles of creation, to find beauty in all the simple things of life, and to find within yourselves a deeper appreciation and a new awareness of how wonderful it is to be alive, to be happy, to be together. To love is coming together from the pathways of your past and then moving forward, hand in hand, along the uncharted roads of your future, ready to risk, to dream, and to dare. Always believing that all things are possible with faith and love. Have you brought rings to exchange? Words are powerful, and still the sound of them soon fades away from the human ear. Symbols, however, endure and are universally recognized, even when all other forms of communication may be lost. Therefore, the wedding ring becomes the symbol, the enduring symbol of the promises that you have spoken today. Kyle, if you would please take the ring that you have brought, place it on Stephanie's finger, and repeat after me. Stephanie,
Stephanie,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign that I choose you
as a sign that I choose you
again and again
again and again
to be my beloved,
to be my beloved,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
my best friend.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I be wed.
I thee wed.
Stephanie, if you would please take the ring that you have brought, place it on Kyle's finger, and repeat after me. Kyle,
Kyle,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign that I choose you
as a sign that I choose you
again and again
again and again
to be my beloved,
to be my beloved,
my partner,
my partner,
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I be wed.
I be wed.
Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said, love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Kyle and Stephanie, because you stand together now before us, looking outward in the direction of your future, because you have grown in knowledge and love for one another, you agree in your desire to go forward in life, seeking a richer and ever-deepening relationship with each other and with the world, because you have pledged to meet sorrow and joy as one family. It is my great honor and privilege, and with all of my love, that by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I affirm that you are now officially married. You may kiss one another.
As if we're trash, gotta